And now, your selection. Meet the stars.
Meteorologists are at a loss to explain what is causing this weather.
Mexican officials closed the border.
Turkey was battered by the largest hailstorm on record.
Here in New Delhi, it's snowing.
In Nova Scotia, the ocean rose by 25 feet.
Live to Los Angeles.
What you see is
Massive.
There is a wall of water coming towards New York City. Everybody, get down!
I wondered if you've ever been caught in a natural disaster yourself.
When I was a child and I was wearing diapers, probably, but no, that's a natural disaster. Yeah, well, it was in the '94 earthquake, that 7.6 earthquake.
Maybe slightly. When I was about 8 or 9, I was in Alaska on vacation for a month. And we were in one of those little bush planes that like seats 5 people. And we got into a really, really bad storm. And there was like 0 visibility. And we had to land like on the water. And I know those planes do that, but it was very hair-raising.
I had like the pleasure to going through an earthquake, the Northridge earthquake. That was the only disaster I ever had.
Of all the natural disasters that could occur, which one do you think kind of freaks you out the most?
I don't know. I think the fact that, you know, that life as we know it would be changed permanently would be something that scares me.
I think a tidal wave in Manhattan really does it for me.
Right.
That's pretty scary.
I wondered if there's any natural disaster that almost gives you a little bit of a thrill.
No, actually.
Yeah, they're all
when I'm
pretty
thinking about it,
horrible.
I'm like, if I were a surfer, yeah, maybe. And I think probably snowboarders would have a great time with Manhattan covered in snow. But I would really just prefer to like keep things, you know, pretty calm, you know.
I think like watching the movie itself is like, you know, experiencing that, but you know, you don't have to actually go through with it because you can leave the theater at the end. I think it's like a roller coaster ride like that. It has all that adrenaline.
On the one hand, you know, we're like kind of, kind of frightened by it, but we're also thrilled by it. So that's like kind of human nature.
What was kind of the hardest part of making the movie?
Running through the water 12 hours a day for 2.5 weeks, you know, at the same time trying to hold on to your character and your emotion and that sense of reality and complexity within a real person you're trying to convey.
There was one time, it wasn't really like it didn't really hurt that much, but there was one time when I was running around a lot and I was just out of breath, and I sat down for a second and I was like, I just need like a little bit of time before we go again, you know, and the medic was really underworked. And she was just like, get him an oxygen tank, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm fine, I really am fine. She's like, put it on his face now. And I'm like, she's like, 4 cc's of morphine, you know, and I was like, I'm really fine, like,